Hello and welcome to today's Lunch and Learn and a webinar on passive income. How to turn your gifts into gold. I'm going to roll that all up. How to make more money. If you want to make more money, please type into the chat money, 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 money. I want to make more money. Now, listen, you know I'm going to East Pete this. I'm $1, have more money. So you don't have to type it in the chat for all of us, but I want you to get used to being a little bit more specific with God and the universe when you're asking for things, right? Like I would really like $33,000 or more each month consistently, right? I like the monthly goals. Sometimes the large goals are a little overwhelming. Like I want $500,000 this year. And then every month you're like, but I only made 40,000 this month. How am I ever going to make it to 500,000? It's like, ooh, let's break that down. And so again, this story is also relevant for you because when you're creating a passive income source, it can feel overwhelming. And you might feel like, oh, this is too much work. I'm just going to give up. And I'm going to say, please don't give up. Break it up into small, digestible bites. If I was going to take you to run a marathon, I wouldn't keep saying 26 miles, 26 miles, 25 miles, 20. No way. I would say to you, hey, can you make it to the next water stop? We got about a mile to the next water stop. Then we'll get there. We'll get some water, a goo. We'll stretch out. And then we'll go to the next water stop. Think about that when you start to create a new revenue source for yourself or take yourself to the next level. One of the things, the biggest booby trap, if you will, or place where people stub their toes is that they just give up. They start to go, oh, this is too much work. I'm done. I'm out of here. And they're like halfway there, right? The train is about to pull into the station and you just give up when you just did a whole lot of work onto something. So, okay, we got money, we got the dollar signs. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The way you can engage with me, which I hope you will, is through Q&A and chat. If anybody has something that's really burning and they type it in the chat, like I really want to share this, I can turn on your camera and your microphone, but I don't have a lot of time with you. And so I want to give you as much as I can in this 45 minutes or what have you while we're eating our lunch. And just really, I want to throw out as many ideas so that something lands with you and you go, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. Or you have your own idea based on a trajectory that I take this conversation in. And that would just make my whole day. And when and if that happens, send me an email, please. I get these emails on the daily and they keep me doing this. And these kind of emails are like, oh my gosh, Isa, I went to one of your lunch and learns, or I did this. And guess what? This happened or that happened, or I created this revenue stream. So please share with me because it really helps kind of close that circle or keep the circle going where it's like, okay, what you're doing, East, is worthwhile and it's helpful for people. And you're not just up there talking to yourself. I hope not. I have a download for this and I will share it with everybody because I think it might be helpful for some of you that are visual. But let's talk about passive income and where it exists. Well, passive income lives with Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, meaning, well, does it exist? It does. I like to call it residual income because passive income sounds like I don't do anything. That sounds like inheritance. And quite frankly, there has been so much research that indicates when you inherit a bunch of money, if you don't know how to manage a lot of money, a lot of lottery winners or large inheritance receivers lose that money in a few years because they don't know how to manage it. So what I propose to you in this is that passive income is possible, meaning you create a source of residual income. And in the process of you creating it, that hard work that I opened this whole webinar with that story of running the marathon or please don't give up, in that process of pushing through determination and taking something across the finish line and focusing and finishing it in that process, you become a different person that can actually handle and manage more wealth. So there is a method to it all. There is a reason why there's a work involved when you're creating a passive income stream for yourself. And I just want to encourage you to just stay the line. however you have to do it, hire a coach, buy a program, get an accountability partner. And I'll give you stories on all of those things because I've had all of those things in my lifetime to help me get something to a point where I can offer it and sell it. I want you to know that God gave you gifts. Each and every one of you has a unique gift, and your mission is to share that gift with the world. And if you can get paid, oh, what a win-win. I call that the perfect crime, right? I want you all to think about something, and I hope you have a piece of paper because I want you to jot down some ideas and some notes. And you can type this in the chat and share. Sometimes that's helpful. What is something that you love to talk about? Like your friends are always asking you, like, hey, you're really up on this, whether it's gluten diets or supplements or aromatherapy. I'm sure there's something that you already geek out on. Like you watch all those YouTubes, you might even buy certain classes in that realm. You've read all the books and you're really into it. You're very versed in it. And what is that topic? And you're probably already giving away that information for free. And there may be a way for you to monetize on that. That's the perfect crime, right? Like something that you absolutely love, and then you can get paid for it. Years ago, Pacific College came to me and they said, hey, this was 2015. And Pacific College came to me and they said, hey, East, will you be our very first test person? Will you teach a class online? We'll record it. Now we'll pay you for the online class. It's going to be a continuing education class. We'll pay you for that. And then we're going to record it and we'll give you royalties forever on that class, that recording of that class. So I was the very first person. I was their guinea pig, right? I would have done it for free, but they paid me for that 3-hour live webinar in 2015, and they recorded it, and it's been on the Pacific Center of Lifelong Learning ever since. And I literally get checks every month from the Pacific College of Lifelong Learning. Now, this check is only for $98. And you're like, oh my gosh, all that work for $98? Well, wait a second. If I get $98 a month, and I did that class in 2015 and it's 2022, right? So let's say that's about 5 years. That's 60 months times $90. That's $5,400. Ooh, for 3 hours. Plus I got the money for the in-person class I taught. I'm showing all this very purposefully because a lot of times your residual income might seem small and not worth the effort. It adds up. So don't poo-poo any of them. I mean, I will take this money. It'll buy me some Starbucks. It'll buy us something. So again, it's going to take some effort. If you're not into putting in any effort, you just want to be lazy, then this might not be the course for you or the webinar or the motivation for you, because even the Bible says that you need to do something to receive, right? Seek and you shall receive, but that seeking is action. You got to take action on this stuff. So let's get the PowerPoint up. If at any time you guys cannot see it, please let me know, because I want to make sure that you're having a wonderful experience. And I will keep watching for questions and different things from you in the chat or in the Q&A. Dr. East presents passive income. Literally, my friends, this was me. This has been me. I don't know how many times where I'm sleeping, I wake up, I get on my phone, I'm drinking some coffee. It's like, ooh, I sold 5 courses last night. So if you know me by now, I'm a big course person. So if I look at turning my gifts into gold, something that I'm really good at and have been good at for a long time is teaching. So I thought, okay, I can teach things. And so why not record myself teaching something that I love to talk about? And hopefully I say it really well. And then that recording can be repurposed and sold and live on and on and on and on. So I have done that so many times where I've done a live webinar like this. I've recorded it and then I've offered it as a digital product, the recording of my webinar. So I got paid. Like, this was a free one. Today's webinar is free for you. I might sell this one day, right? Many of the thought leaders that I have followed, any Hay House author, Gabby Bernstein, the guy that did Notes from the Universe, think of your favorite thought leader. They probably have a book out there. They don't always make a lot of money from the books. They make money from their programs, the programs that they sell. And many of them will share with you that the programs that they sell, if you were to scour the internet and binge watch all of their free content online on YouTube and Instagram and all of the free content that they have all over the internet, if you were to binge watch it, you probably have absorbed all of the content in their fee-based programs. But what they do is they take all the content, they organize it, and they put it in a nice portal. They charge you $197 for it. But honestly, you could probably find all that content all out on the internet for free. But who wants to do that, right? You pay for the convenience of it being all bundled and you have access to it and you don't have to search for it and you don't have to lose it and you just go right to it. It's spoon fed to you. Same thing for you when you're thinking about your passive income product, if you will. But creating courses or programs is not the only way for passive income. I have many, many more. So let's call it what it really is, residual income. The reality is, my friends, there's going to be a little bit of work. And if you work with me, which I hope you will, in October, in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I have a 2-day in-person live workshop. Like here in San Diego, we have a hotel room, we have food brought into us, so there's no distractions, no cell phones, and we sit down and we finish your project, whatever it is. We finish your passive income product, if you will. And to be honest, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. Anybody that's watching that's coming to that, you're going to know a little bit that's going to go on. All day Friday, we work on the product, whatever it is, the program, the passive income thing. And that night, I have a challenge for you to actually send out an email or a newsletter or a text to your people selling it, like the Richard Branson approach, right? Richard Branson sold seats on an airplane he didn't even own, Virgin Air. He just started telling people, hey, I'm going to maybe have this airline. Would you like something? Would you like a seat on my airline? And everyone's like, yes, yes, yes. He sold seats on an airline he didn't even own yet. That is the fastest way, the biggest motivation for completing a program is to sell it before it's even done. And most of the people in this realm of helping you create passive income will tell you the same thing. It doesn't have to be done. It doesn't have to be perfect before you start selling it. So that's what we do in my 2-day. So there will be a little bit of work. Okay. So there's just a little bit of work. And if you want to come to that October workshop, let me know. I'd love to have you there. Strategy number 1, I want, if anybody, again, please type into the chat or the Q&A, anything that's coming up for you, because it might be coming up for others. I would suspect that in my experience of 25 plus years of private practice, and I have 6 years of commercial real estate experience before that in a past life, many of you have space that you're not using or monetizing on. You have an office that's like your junk closet, or you're not monetizing on it, right? Like you have a 3 office treatment space, but you really only use 2, and the other one you just kind of, it's nice to have. Well, that's missed opportunity of income. You can rent that out to somebody. That's super easy. That's the easiest thing. It's just to do a flat rent. Like, okay, you can rent this room and it's $600 a month. And now you have $600 a month coming in. And you might say, well, God, $600 is nothing. It is when it adds up, because in a year you have $7,200 extra on space that you're not using, or maybe you're just putting your purse in that room or what have you, or your water bottle. And after 3 years, if somebody rents from you for 3 years, it might not be the same person, but you consistently rent that space, you now have an extra $21,600 that you wouldn't have had. This is actually a real picture of a girl that I worked with here in San Diego, and she had this beautiful room. So she has a treatment room, she had a multi-purpose large room, and then she had another small treatment room that she wasn't using. It literally just had her yoga mats and different things in there, and she'd make tea in that room. And I said, what do you use this space for? Well, we were going to make it a treatment space, but we're not. So we just kind of use that as storage. Her number 1 goal was to have a membership model, kind of like a gym. So for $150 a month, you got some of her courses, her classes. She did classes throughout the week. She had like healing bowl ceremonies. She did Reiki. She did different classes in that larger space. And she was limited because she could only fit about 10 or 12 people in there. So that meant she could really only have about 20 people to be members at any one time so she wouldn't max her capacity. Okay, I can make this a very long story. The short side of it, as I said, you need to take that wall down and make that room really large so you can have more members. That's a passive income opportunity. And she's like, oh, I can. It seems so. Will the landlord let me? Of course, the landlord will let you anyway. If you look at this picture to the right of that plant, you see a seam in the wall. That's where there was a wall. And she beat that wall down. She and her husband got in there on a Sunday. They took the wall down and they patched the floor. Actually, they ended up just putting in new flooring. She needed it anyway. And now she can hold 20 to 25 people in that space. Her membership numbers went up. Her monthly income went up substantially. And she was able to put little cubbies in the back and still have a place to store things. And she can still make tea in the backside of that space. So again, for you, don't let any of your space go unmonetized. You're spending a lot of money on that. I know. I was in commercial real estate and it's expensive. And even if it's not expensive or your uncle's giving you the space for free, it's still untapped potential. It's untapped potential. I have a girl that I'm working with and she has a room that she doesn't use. And she also has a number of beds and devices that she doesn't use. So I said, what if you created a rejuvenation room? She's like, tell me more. So she has one of those John of God tables. They're the vocal crystal tables in that room, and she doesn't use it. She's not doing those therapies anymore. And she also has a red light and she has infrared mats and she has another device. I said, here's an idea. This is for all of you. If you have a room, you create a rejuvenation room with your different modalities in it, and you hire somebody as a health coach to your practice. And you tell that person, the room is yours, meaning these are the modalities. This is what we're going to charge for the modalities. Here's how we're going to schedule for the modalities. And you get a 20 or 30% commission on everything you sell in that room, right? So let's say a rejuvenation session is like $75, right? To lay on the table or to lay on an infrared mat with a red light on your face. If you have one of those red light anti-aging devices, that could be $50, $70, $80 for 30 minutes, right? So let's say you hire a person and you say you're commission only based, which is completely on the legit. And this is not a law class, but you hire somebody and you say, you get 20 or 30% of everything you book in that room. That room's available to you 5 days a week and 10 hours each day. So let's say that person gets 20 people to use that room, and the average session is about $75. So that's 20 times 75. So that person is making your clinic about $1,500 a week on a space you're not using, on devices that are getting dusty and old and won't be able to be sold if you keep them too long. Times 4 is $6,000. And if you're giving that person like 30% of that, then they're going to make $1,800 just putting people into that room. And your clinic will have the other $4,200 on a space. And this is like part-time. That's just, I just threw out some numbers, but you can run the math the same way. I'm pretty sure in a week, 5 or 6 days, you could probably have about 15 to 20 people use the rejuvenation room. And then the income potential is even higher there. And by having it commission-based, that health coach of yours that is running that room, again, I don't want more work for you. All you have to do, the hardest work in this is hiring the person and giving them a payment structure and the commission, and then having them do the scheduling and all that. But monetize on your space. Rejuvenation rooms are huge. I have a lot of clients that have created rejuvenation rooms, and they're finally making some great money that way. And they're in another room treating patients, and their health coach or assistant or office manager is running the rejuvenation room and getting a commission on it. So monetizing your room. Build your list. I don't know if you are even concerned with your email list, your text list. I don't care if you have 10,000 followers on Facebook, you cannot control social media, but I can send detailed emails out in an email list, and I can categorize those people in my email list. These people came from my practice summit. These people came from my radiant aging summit. So if I'm going to sell something that's radiant aging aligned, I'm going to just really focus on the people in my list that are interested in radiant aging. Or if I have coaching, then I will go to the coaching clients. The point here is in your passive income. I want to create a foundation of success for you. And while you're simultaneously creating a program or a product, simultaneously start to organize and grow, or have the intention of growing your email list, because that is how you're going to offer your program to the world, right? That is how you're going to send out the email and say, I'm creating this program and it's a natural ways to manage fibromyalgia. It's normally $900, but if you email me today, I'll give it to you for half off as long as you buy the program by this Friday. And then people buy a program that's, you've maybe done the first couple modules of it, and now you start to receive income on that, and now you're motivated to finish that. But you need to be able to contact people to offer them your program, your products, your services that are part of your passive income. Grow your list. Amy Porterfield is amazing in doing this, and I offer her as a resource because she offers a lot of free things like this. This, I am demonstrating to you a strategy for growing your passive income. When I do free lunch and learns, people like what they hear and they want more. And my more might be attached to my passive income. Like today, you might go, I want more. I want more. This wasn't enough. And I might say to you, go to my website, go to my online CEU demand classes. I literally just created a new program called Gifts into Gold. 3 steps in turning your gifts into money. And the first step is, what are my gifts? And so I give you that step there. Then, okay, I've determined what my gifts are from your process. And now what are my options in selling those to people or offering them? And then 3 is strategies on selling them with pricing and all the many things. Okay. So this is an example, right? Do a lunch and learn, grow your list. And Amy Porterfield does a lot of free offerings that are probably part of her fee-based program. Affiliate links. How many of you are affiliates? How many of you are affiliates? I know for me, I'm an Earseed affiliate. So I literally get PayPal'd every month from Earseeds. And I can stand behind Earseeds. I use Earseeds. I love Earseeds. I love what they do for our practice and building a practice, especially the blingy ear seeds, right? For me, for many years, I have been putting blingy ear seeds on people as walking advertisements. You send somebody out of your office with crystal ear seeds, they will inevitably be asked, whoa, what is that? Did you get your ear pierced? Oh no, my physician of Chinese medicine, my acupuncturist, she uses these amazing crystals. Aren't they fabulous? Oh my gosh, I need to go see her, right? I've done booths. I've done health fairs, and I always have the crystal ear seeds at the health fairs. And when I do, I always put 1 or 2 ear seeds on people. Shen Men, I just put it on a simple point to relax them. And they're walking around the health fair as my walking advertisement. Inevitably, I get people in droves coming in like, where are those crystal ear seeds? I want some. Great. Can I get your email? And I'd love to put a crystal ear seed on you. Right? That email, that crystal ear seed, that 40 cents that I invested to get their email is worth it, because the conversion into my products and services is worth it at the end. So the idea is, if you are using ear seeds in your practice, become an affiliate, put it on your website. Your patients will say, hey, I love those ear seeds. Where can I buy some for myself? You can direct them to your website. And now you're getting a check every month with all you're doing is the same thing you're doing now. Or please, please, please be selling things in your practice. I really, really hope you sell something in your practice. Meaning, if you're using aromatherapy in your practice, like I have one right here, if you're using aromatherapy on people, you're spraying it on them, you're putting it on a cotton ball, letting them smell it. Oh, I'm so relaxed. Inevitably, somebody goes, oh, I love that aromatherapy. Where can I get some? I have some right up front for you if you'd like, right? For convenience, rather than sending them, oh, go to this website and buy it there, right? So have products. I just did an interview last week with a student of mine from years ago who makes $800,000 a year. She's a sole practitioner. She has 2 assistants. She has no associates. She has an office space with 3 treatment rooms. She works 3 days a week. She makes $800,000, right? And you go to my YouTube, and you can watch that video. She gives all the secrets, and the secret lies in the residual income that she gets from supplements and herbs. Every patient goes home with supplements and herbs because she knows that that will make her treatments more effective if they're on herbs or if they're supplemented. She knows it. And you can listen to it from her. She has been part of Standard Process for a number of years. And Standard Process is phenomenal in educating you in their products. And so I also have used Standard Process and was an affiliate of theirs as well. You prescribe those, you can use FullScript or have a patient portal, a practitioner portal on Standard Process where you prescribe or recommend supplements or herbs to your patients, and they reorder them themselves through the Standard Process website, and you get a check every month. Very lucrative. Somebody asked a question. Would the example of a rejuvenation room be feasible for in-home rather than a clinic? Liability. If you're already treating at home, what's the difference? Right? Some provinces don't let you have a home-based business, so you have to look into that. But if you're treating at your house and you want to create a rejuvenation room in your house, one of my favorite mentors is Dr. Mikio Sankey. He's up in LA, and he is the father of esoteric acupuncture. And he and his wife both have little casitas in their backyard, and that's what they treat in. There's 3 casitas in the backyard. One is his treatment casita, one is his and her, and then a meditation casita. And they've been doing that all day, every day for many, many years, seeing 100 patients a week. I think they charge like $130, $140 a session. I don't know, because it's been years since I've been there, but let's say they charge $130 a session. They each see 100 patients a week. That's $13,000 a week. And so they're making about $52,000 each a month. And so you do the math. They don't take any insurance. And you notice I'm not going to say the I word here. The I word doesn't really belong with passive income. Okay. And the podcast that I did with Dr. Martha Hall on how she made $800,000, she consistently makes around $800,000 every year. She is cash only. So, okay, we are here with affiliate links. Another affiliate link is LifeWave. A lot of people are really into LifeWave. To me, I tried LifeWave. Look, I have some. And I have a pack not used. I'm not here to say I endorse them, I like them or not. I really wanted to be wowed by these guys because they have a fabulous compensation structure, meaning I had a headache once. I went to a practitioner and the person put these patches on me, the headache went away. And I was like, okay, I got to get some of these patches. And I never really had that kind of a profound effect afterwards. So I'm not a promoter of these things myself, but I have several clients who make a very good passive income revenue stream from the LifeWave, and they swear by these things. I just bought the anti-aging system that they have, and I'm using it to try it because I won't recommend anything that I haven't tried myself or haven't had firsthand experience and witness to somebody else trying it. So LifeWave is great too. There's a lot of people that call these AccuPatches. You do put these are light reflecting patches. You put them on acupuncture points, so they're part of our medicine. But affiliate links are fabulous. If you are an influencer whatsoever, start seeing if you have affiliate opportunities. Like, for example, if you have a certain green drink that you like to drink, perhaps they have an affiliate program and you're talking about them in your TikTok. You get a little app called Linktree, and on your social media, on your Instagram, on your TikToks, in the Linktree, you'll have links to maybe it says you're drinking Four Sigmatic. Oh, I love Four Sigmatic. You say, if you want to buy some, go to my Linktree, or in my bio, you'll see a link to Four Sigmatic. The link that they click on is your affiliate link. It takes them to the website. Doesn't look any different than the normal website. And when they buy, you get paid a commission because that link has a special code in it that is attached to you, and you literally get a commission. Same thing for Amazon. I did this for a number of years. Many of my classes recommend different books and different products. And so when I was offering my classes, I would say, click the link below for the reference material, the books and the products I recommend. And when they did, it looked like an Amazon link. They were taken to Amazon, they bought the book, and I was an Amazon affiliate. And I would get a commission from Amazon because they bought that product or service based on my recommendation. All of these things are for you. You can do these things too, because I'm pretty sure you're recommending products and services. And if you don't have them in your office to sell them, get Fullscript or get even just an Amazon affiliate link. And all of that is self-explanatory. At East, how do I even do that? Go to YouTube and type in, how do I become an Amazon affiliate? That's how you do it, right? Okay, which ear seeds do you use that have the affiliate program? Any of them. Go to earseeds.com, sign up to be an affiliate, and then anything that anybody buys from your website, like if you look right here, I have it on here. This was I had on my website a products and resources page. And if you clicked on Ear Seeds, buy Ear Seeds, you were taken to the Ear Seeds website. Anything you buy on Ear Seeds website tracks to me because of the little code that is embedded in that link, and then I got commissions. I still do. LifeWave patches were there for a while. I was kind of gung-ho on them, and I became a distributor. It cost me all of $20 to become a distributor. And then they gave me a little code to put on my website. And so when you clicked LifeWave, you went to LifeWave, and in that little transition, there was a code in the URL that told LifeWave that you came to them because of me, and I got a commission on it. This is, affiliates are everywhere. Always ask, even if there's a class or a course. In fact, I'm thinking about creating affiliate programs for my things. In 2023, that may be a new revenue source for me, is to give different acupuncturists an affiliate link of my courses that are appropriate for patients. And so then if you say, hey, East, you already created an advanced nutrition course, I'm just going to direct my patients to your course. Great, I'm going to give you 20%. My course is $200. So, well, it's actually $235. So let's say 20 of your patients in a month buy my course, 20 times $235, that's $4,700. And I'm going to give you 20%. You're going to make $940 just by telling your patients to go buy my class. Do you see how that works? I mean, the math, it adds up. And let's say on average, every month, about 10 of your patients buy my course and I give you 20%. Now you just made an extra $9,400 just speaking, which again, probably something you would do for free. Many of you are already recommending things for free, right? So if you are, do a little investigation work to see if the company you're referring or recommending has an affiliate program. Most likely they do. Insurance is latent income. I love that. Yeah. Well, insurance is a loss leader. Insurance isn't always the wrong call. I'll say that. You know, there's a time and place for everything. And I took insurance back in the day when it was the right thing for me. And then I stopped taking insurance for me when it was the right thing for me. This is a great example of somebody that was an affiliate and still is of Ear Seeds. And if you click, so look here, curious to learn more about Ear Seeds, go to earseeds.com/about/reference/538. She is most likely affiliate number 538. When you click on that, you still are taken to the Ear Seeds website. You don't see anything different. This is a social media post, but if you buy something from that, she will get a commission. And I believe Dr. Kim was one of their winners. They used to have contests to see who can make the most money in a month referring Ear Seeds. And Dr. Kim was amazing at posting on Ear Seeds. You know, she has a picture of her mom. You just show those things before and afters. They almost sell themselves. So you can post affiliate links on Instagram, on your social media, and within your emails. Amazon affiliate program, fabulous idea there. Fullscript. I cannot stress this enough, guys. You all studied Chinese medicine. Most of you did. And even if you didn't and you are in a different form of medicine, most likely our modalities aren't the end all be all. We are a holistic being with holistic needs and naughty behaviors. And our food needs to be medicine. So if we're not prescribing healthy supplements to supplement the crappy food that we're eating, then maybe we are recommending eating programs or nutrition programs that might have affiliate programs to them. So keep that in mind. But FullScript is fabulous because you can recommend, prescribe supplements and herbs, and then your patient can go in there and renew those or purchase them over, and you're getting a commission check on that. And you don't have to have all that inventory. Speaking of inventory, if any of you have inventory, I highly recommend that you do regular inventory checks. Like if you have a patient late or cancel, go through your inventory, and anything that's about to expire in the next 3 months, put it in a nice little basket or bin at your waiting room that says half off, clearance, right? You don't want, again, you don't want to waste anything, right? You don't want to waste herbs because you didn't look through your inventory and see that some of the herbs were expiring, and then somebody bought it and then brought it in and said, this expired, I need a new one. And now you're like, oh crap, right? It's like, oh, it was only $5, but that $5 adds up. So don't let anything waste. Don't let anything waste. Standard process, I love these guys. Standard process, yes, there's a lot of pills, right? But I just love the quality. I love that they have herbs. I love the research behind the products. I love the customer support in terms of how they support practitioners. Love, love, love. So if you haven't done standard process, I highly recommend you look into it. Dr. Martha Hall, that is in that interview that I told you about, that makes $800,000 a year. Much of it is from standard process and MediHerbs, and she was making $10,000 to $15,000 a year her first year out of school. Sorry, $10,000 to $15,000 a month her first year out of school selling standard process. Will we get a copy of this recording, Kim? Yes, 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 yes. I will give you the recording because it might be helpful. And that's the whole goal here, right? I'm in my giving phase. Sell your courses, all right? I am confident there is something that you are repeating over and over ad nauseum. I had a client, she's still a client. I have a thing called a golden circle. Once you're my client, you're always my client. Once you're my student, you're always my student. I want to be engaged with you. That's my golden circle. So she is a client of mine, and she came to me and she has a detox program. And many of her patients were opting for the detox program. She uses Apex Energetics as the supplements to support the detox program. There's some questionnaires, some surveys, and she had some information that she would share with every detox patient. And she was probably doing that, sharing 6 to 8, sometimes 10 times a week in her practice ad nauseum. She's like, oh my gosh, I don't know that I can say this stuff again. I have to repeat myself daily about this detox program, what to eat, how to do it, how to take the herbs, all the stuff. So she created a program. So she recorded herself. So she basically took her notes that she had a little notebook that she'd go over with every patient. All she did is she sat there in front of a Zoom and recorded herself going over the notes as though she was sitting in front of a patient. And then she uploaded that into Teachable. And that'll be on the download, but teachable.com. You can use Thinkific, you can use MemberVault, you can use Google Drive if you want, but she recorded it. And now when somebody buys her detox program, she says, fabulous. To add the detox program, it's $1,500. And I'm going to send you a link to the recordings. I need you to watch these recordings at home and fill out the paperwork online. And then I'm going to order your herbs right now. See you later. She saved hours upon hours by just creating a program. And now she offers that program outside of her community. So originally she was offering the detox program to patients that were coming into her clinic. And now she can offer that detox program to anybody because it's digitized. They can buy it online. She'll order their Apex and she'll do a Zoom telehealth 30-minute just consult coaching call with them to go over anything specific with them. And they pay $1,500 for that. And she's not having to repeat herself. She said it once. She recorded it. So that's one idea of creating like a course or a program. I am pretty sure there's something. I had another girl who combines acupuncture with Pilates. And she would every week give people these specific floor Pilates lessons for pelvic floor and strengthening the pelvic floor. And she had this little ball, and she would try to sell the ball in her practice because she'd have the patients use the ball while they were there getting a treatment. And then she would say, hey, the ball's like $35. I highly recommend you have the ball at home. So people would buy the ball, but then people would email her and say, I forgot how to do that exercise. What do I do? So what she did is she created a pelvic floor strengthening program that included the ball. It was $97. You got the ball and you got 4 recordings of her showing you exactly how to do the exercises at home. So now she's not just making the $35 in the ball, she's making $97 from the recording of something she said once, recorded it. And now something that she was giving away for free as part of her sessions, she's saving time. She's not having to repeat herself. Somebody gets the ball, they get the recordings, they listen to the recordings on their own time, and she's freed up to go treat other patients. It's brilliant. It's the perfect crime, right? Because you just have to say it once, one more time. What if there was something you only had to say one more time? I'm going to go back to my 2-day intensive. And the last time we did the 2-day intensive, over half of the attendees actually recorded themselves during the 2-day intensive, meaning like they didn't have to go home and record it. We actually sat down because I have the whole back end of the Del Mar Hilton, and we got their computers and they recorded themselves. And at this intensive coming up in October, I have my director of marketing coming, and she's going to offer all marketing services for free. So she will create marketing, memes, she'll create advertisements, she'll create everything for you during that 2-day intensive. So that's not something that you have to put on your to-do list or do later on. I want to make your life easy. I want you to be the talent, the content provider and deliverer, rather than the marketing person or the person behind the scenes putting that whole thing together. Other ways you can sell your information or knowledge, go to these websites: Udemy, Healthy Seminars, eLotus, PCHS, Net of Knowledge. Those are providers or platforms that sell continuing education for acupuncturists. You can do your own platform where you get 100%, Teachable, Kajabi, Practice Better, LearnDash, Member Vault. All of those are platforms where you can upload your information and then sell it to people. I listened to a thought leader yesterday who sold their first class on Udemy for $7. What happened was he sat down and he wrote a children's book, and he's like, wow, that was pretty easy. So he made a little $7 course, how to write your own children's book. And he went to udemy.com, which has millions of people on it. And it was a $7 course, and he sold like 1,500 of those. Yeah, he sold 1,500 of those $7 courses, right? Now, Udemy kept 50% of that, but still, it was like, whoa. So now he has an entire school within Udemy of all these other classes. I'm pretty sure you have some cool ideas and information that you might be able to sell on Udemy. You start with one course, then you add another course, and you add another course. And the way Udemy works is every time you add a course, they email all the people that have bought any of your courses before and say, hey, Dr. Reese has another course. They also offer all of the support. They'll walk you through the steps. They'll say, upload your video here, put the text here, put any downloads, load them up here. I like Udemy. I personally have been doing my own CEUs for a number of years, but I'm actually thinking about transferring myself to one of these platforms that takes care of all the back end stuff for me and also gives me access to a wider audience, right? Because yeah, millions of people getting access to that would be really good for you. Offer a program. So create a niche program. Your niche program can be your passive income, and it can be just digital, or it can be digital with monthly meetings where they're group meetings. I have a Love Your Practice program. We meet as a group twice a month as a group. There are 9 modules to the Love Your Practice program. They're recording, you go through them at your own pace. The program is designed to be 12 weeks. So there's 9 modules. You could do them once a week. You could binge watch them all in 1 week. It's up to you. I just added Gifts into Gold to that program to add value to that program. So that way I deliver that program is you get the digital content and you can come and do one of the group calls twice a month. And so you could do something like that. Maybe you do a Zoom call with everybody to kick them off. It's really up to you how you want to create your program or your passive income product. Monthly group call. So Teachable, Kajabi, Fiverr, Upwork, those are under resources. You don't have to do this stuff yourself. If you have videos, you want somebody to edit them or make them nicer, go up to Fiverr and get a video editor. Teachable is a platform where you can upload your programs or courses and people can buy them. If you go to dreast.com and go to classes on demand, you'll see my Teachable site. Kajabi is like Teachable, it's just a little fancier and it's a little bit more expensive. Kajabi is about $380 a year, and Kajabi is starts at about $1,200 to $1,400 a year to have that platform. It's just a little nicer. 2023, I'm going to Kajabi. Right? If you're noticing a theme with me is that I do not believe at all that you need to invest tens of thousands of dollars to get started. I'm a bootstrapper. I will scrap. I will start as inexpensively as possible. I will bring in some income and I will take that income to invest it back into my practice and grow and expand. And same thing with creating passive income. Don't wait for it to be perfect, because guess what? It never will be. It will never be perfect. My good friend bought a $10,000 coaching program. It was to help take it was like a 7-figure practice. And it was an 8-week program. And I was like, wow, $10,000. I said, can I see the download? I don't want to copy it. I'm just curious what the download looks like for a $10,000 program. And my friend said, there was no download. I'm like, wait a second. You spent $10,000 on a program, but there's no downloads? No. I said, is there like recordings or modules? She's like, no. I go, whoa, now I'm really curious. How did this go about? We meet once a week for 8 weeks in a group setting. And she says, get a notebook and take lots of notes. And the instructor just shows up like this. And on week 3, the instructor said, hey, just so you guys know, I can't meet next week because I'm behind in creating the content for this program. So I need 2 weeks to catch up. Like, she hadn't even finished the program. She had about 20 people in that class at $10,000 each. You can do the math on that. Not even a download. So if you're sitting there saying, oh, it's not perfect, it's not nice, nobody's going to buy it, it's not about any of that. People aren't even really buying your product or your program or your passive income. They're not buying whatever it is. They're buying the end result of that. If your program or passive income product helps me lose weight, and you show me some before and after, some testimonials, and I identify with that person. Ooh, that looks like me. I just had a baby and I want to lose 30 pounds. That's me. I'm going to buy it. Right? So always remember, when you're creating passive income, to keep your eye on the end result. That's what people want, the end result. And that's how you price your passive income thing as well. Now, if your passive income is a product, you might want to look and compare in the industry, where does your product land in comparison with other ones, and then price it accordingly there. If you're doing a product, a program, or a course, it's end result. What is the value of that end result? And that's what you price it. Commission opportunities, standard process, LASA and OMS, they have commission opportunities. Anything that you're recommending there or buying for your patients there. Ulta lab tests, if you're doing labs, I know a lot of practitioners that get commissions from Ulta lab tests, most nutrition companies, equipment and tools. Saluma offers an affiliate program. I know AcuMicro would offer you an affiliate program if you were selling a lot of those biomats to your patients. Personal TENS units, all you have to do is ask these manufacturers, do you have an affiliate program? And pretty much they probably do. Who can help create all these many marketing websites out there where you scroll down and they sell you more and more on their product or course? There seems to be a system behind all of that. Evelyn, great question. I think they all look the same because people go out there and they don't want to reinvent the wheel. So they kind of copy what's the golden standard out there and then just like replicate it for themselves. But people that, I mean, it's just web design. It comes down to web design. Many people use Infusionsoft, or instead of Constant Contact, they use what's called Keep.com. And Keep allows you to market and sell these kind of passive income things. They create landing pages. You can do little websites, or you can do little workshops. Here is another strategy for passive income. A buddy of mine is a big influencer on TikTok. And so we were on the phone and he was giving me all the information on how to get onto TikTok. So I said, I think I want to go into TikTok. He was giving me all the information. I said, stop there. I said, what if you and I create a master class? And instead of me keeping all this for myself, we're going to schedule a date, and then I'm going to record you telling me all the things you're just about to tell me for free on what I need to do to get on TikTok. And we'll charge like, I don't know, $40, $47 for something for 2 hours. And we'll record it, and we'll split the money, and we'll keep that recording on our websites forever and sell them forever. And he's like, brilliant, perfect crime. I was just about to give it to you for free. So we did that. Now there was a little bit of marketing. I had to do some marketing on that. I had to let people know we were doing the masterclass. I had to invite them. I had to take money and all that stuff. That's the little pre-work. But I just did the masterclass, the TikTok masterclass last Friday. It was a huge success. A ton of people signed up. It was a lot of fun. And I have that recording from the live masterclass, which is now a digital recording on my website. Go look at it, drreese.com. Look at my continuing education, look at on my Teachable, and you'll see TikTok masterclass, $47. The beauty of a digital recording is you can continue to add to it. So like afterwards, I asked Sean to please send me a picture of his setup, you know, his selfie stick and all the things. And I uploaded that, and I can continue to add value to my digital courses or my programs or my digital products, continue to make value. And if I make so much value, I might increase the price. So great question. You can become a reseller. Again, aromatherapy definitely is something you can resell. Those biomats are something you can resell. I know with the AccuMicro, they often will give you like 50% off if you attend one of their classes. If you want a discount to AccuMicro, you can always use mine. Email me, I'll give you mine. I have like a long-standing one that's open forever, 50% off. But the idea is, let's say you have these biomats in your office. Your patient goes, oh, I love this mat. Where did you get it? Oh, I buy mine from AccuMicro. They're normally $2,000, but I can get you one for $1,500. Oh yeah, please. So your patient gives you $1,500. You use the 50% off. You get the mat for $1,000, and now you're making a $500 on every biomat that patients buy. Maybe you only sell 3 a month, but that's an extra $1,500 a month. And all you need to do is have a biomat in your waiting room or have a rejuvenation room. And you have a little nice framed sign that says, ask me if you want to buy your own biomat. You can write a book. I co-authored a book, 21 Days to Love. And my co-author and I sell that on Amazon. So I'm pretty sure you have information that can make a book. You know, this book came from me and all the process that I went through to find amazing love in my life. And Natalie and I were talking one day, and we were collaborating on the ways that we found the loves of our lives. And then we said, we should sell that. We should offer this to other people. We ended up making it into a book, and now it's there. It's on Amazon. We self-published that book, by the way. If you have something you think you want to self-publish, come to my 2-day intensive and we'll get that thing published. A girl from my last intensive she wrote a child's book, and she actually not only got it and uploaded it and finished it, she literally hit the publish button during our 2 days together, and 3 people that attended the workshop bought her book that she finished in the 2 days with us. And she also got halfway through a program. So I'm not saying that that's always possible to get big things like that done, but she was a go-getter. who can benefit from your knowledge. You know, I've done a lot of work in cooperation with Ear Seeds. If there is a company that you think would benefit from your knowledge and expertise, approach them and say, hey, I would love to be one of your educators. I have a lot of knowledge on XYZ. Maybe we can do something together. And then you split the profits of maybe a master class that you guys create, or a workshop, or a program, or anything like that. Wellness programs. I have taught programs in classes and workshops. Name it, I've taught it there. Book shops, metaphysical shops, hospitals. I've taught to nurses. Think about populations that would benefit from your knowledge, and then find out who's managing those people, the HR or what have you, and approach them. You never know if they're interested. A product business is fabulous. If you have a product business idea, you can also come to one of my 2-day intensive, or we can work one-on-one together to get you to launch that product. I have several clients right now that are launching and selling products that they came to me with just an idea. And I will tell you this, I give product ideas all the time to anybody. If you want a product idea, email me and say, East, do you have any product ideas? I'll give them to you. You know why? Because, and I rarely have anybody sign an NDA with me, because nobody ever follows through. Everybody has fabulous ideas. They just don't have follow through. Even Gary Vaynerchuk will tell you, I'll give you ideas. You're not going to do anything with it. He doesn't have anybody sign NDAs because he knows the same thing. It takes a little bit of work, and you have to be persistent, and you have to follow through, and you have to take action, and you have to do it, right? Nobody's going to do it for you. And so few of the population actually focus and finish. They get distracted, and then it just sits and they never do it. That, you know, so it's not enough to have an idea. You got to take that idea across the finish line, and then you have to market that idea. You have to let people know that you have that product. Memberships are great if you have a big following, right? So this is in the program, and I'm running out of time, so I'm going to skip over this. Like, you can do a subscription box, service offers thing. Memberships are great if you have a big following or a loyal following. Success depends on consistent marketing. You have to let people know that you have this product, program, or service, or passive income. They will forget. I launched an advanced nutrition course 2 years ago. And so I have to constantly market for that thing. And every time I post on social media something about that program, the advanced nutrition program, or every time I send an email out about that program, somebody buys it. In fact, the last time I sent an email out about the program, I sent a little nugget. I said, Stonebreaker is a great supplement for kidney stones. 6 people bought the program from one email that cost me $0. So that's passive income, because my class is $235. So I woke up on a weekend on vacation and I'd made $1,200 while I slept. But it came from me marketing. You have to market it. It has to be consistent. If you're on my email list, you know that I email consistently, because that's how you stay in somebody's mind. That's how you serve. You're not being annoying. You're serving, you're reminding them, it's a convenience that, oh, that's right, East has that class and I need my CEUs. I'm so glad she sent me that, because the other email's way down deep. So I would love to keep working with you. I've been weaving this in the whole presentation. I have the 2-day program creation intensive coming up. If you even think you want to go to that thing, text me, email me. Well, you don't have my phone number, but email me. Let's get you in it. I have a few more spots left. October 21st and 22nd. Lunch and refreshments are provided all day. And Friday night, we have a social mixer to the Del Mar Hilton, and they have room discounts for you at the Del Mar Hilton. And we get rid of all distractions. And my VP of marketing, director of marketing, will be there as well. I have the Love Your Practice program. I have a $47 Lighthouse Intensive. If you just want to get clarity, get some more ideas, or just spend some more time together, for $47, we get to spend 4 hours together on October 7th, the first Friday of every month. I do the Lighthouse Intensive, and I offer one-on-one coaching. Everything is on my website. It's all on the website. And I want to make sure I've answered any questions. I don't see any questions. How do you sign up with Amazon if you want to publish a book? Fabulous. Evelyn, go to KDP Publishing Google KDP Publishing, and they have tons of tutorials on there. They will give you the manuscript templates, cover templates, how to do it all. You can go to YouTube, how to publish your own book on Amazon. You can do all of those things. You can also hire a publisher. If you're going to hire a publisher, you're going to spend about $10,000, $10,000 to $15,000 to hire somebody to publish a book for you. I've done that too. So, guys, I know many of you probably got to, eat and run. I hope this has been helpful for you. I will send out an email with this download and with the recording. And if you have more questions, please email me and let me know. Let me know what problems I can help you solve. I'm here for you. While you're out there holding the space for the many, I'm here holding the space for you. And if you want to know my tagline, I help practitioners or people like you make more money doing what they love while working less. So let's make this easy. Don't make stuff hard on yourself. It doesn't have to be hard. I can help you save time and money, speed. Money loves speed. Let's get you the fast track to getting your passive income idea up and running and generating income. That girl, Jenny, invested $1,500 in my 2-day intensive. Within 45 days, she had made $6,000 off that $1,500 investment, and she is scheduled to make another $50,000 just from that $1,500 investment. It'll pay you back, and next year the price is probably going to go up on that 2-day. I hope to see you. Bye for now.